Welcome to Workstation 1. Today we will be going over how to identify topic sentences, quoted material, and explanations. Now, these three things we've been going over and talking about as we've worked on our social media argument essays. We're just going to quickly go over them just to make sure we know what those elements are and can locate them in an essay. Be sure to remember that as you watch this video, remember that you can go back, pause, rewind, and replay any part of the tutorial that you would like to go over again. So let's go ahead and dive right into this example that we have right here. The first thing we're going to look for is the topic sentence. In this example, the topic sentence is right here. Exercise should be the first avenue of overcoming depression. Let's go ahead and label that as the topic sentence. The topic sentence is what kind of gives us a roadmap for the rest of the paragraph. It tells us what the author will talk about. Now, there could also be a sentence or two that further explains the topic sentence, and that just helps establish what the author will talk about. The next thing we're going to look for is the evidence. And we can usually find that in the paragraph by looking for any little quotation marks. That tells the reader that this is coming from an outside source. In this example, we have Egil W. Martinson in Physical Activity in the Prevention and Treatment of Anxiety and Depression addresses the comparison between exercise and psychotherapy by describing a study comparing the effects of both by J.H. Grist and others. So we have the author right there, that's pretty clear, and then we have the title of the article in quotation marks. That tells us the author is pulling from an outside source. And then we can find what this author, Egil W. Martinson, says by looking for another set of quotation marks. Those are found right there and right there. We can also find it by looking for words that might go like this, like they say, or Martinson states, or something like that that tells us that, heads up, this is someone else's words. And so in this example it says that they say they compared aerobic exercise with time-limited and time-unlimited psychotherapy, finding exercise to be equal to time-limited and better than time-limited therapy, with usually a little citation at the end and a period. That is the evidence that is quoted from this article. And then we can label that as evidence. Now, usually after the evidence, there's a couple of sentences that the author of the essay elaborates on or explains how this quoted material ties in with their topic sentence or their reason. So at the end of this paragraph it says, within this study that Grist made, the results are illuminating. It puts to rest the assumption that therapy and/or medication is the cure for depression. Rather, exercise is the more desirable solution. These three sentences are the author's voice or the explanation. So they explain how that ties in with their topic sentence. Now these are the author's own words of what they thought when they were writing the essay. So those are the three basic elements we're looking for today. The topic sentence, the evidence, remember to look for the quotation marks and the author, and then the explanation of that evidence. Now that we've worked through an example, I want you to pull up or get the copy of the examples that you'll be working on. In paragraph 1, this first paragraph right here, I want you to identify and label, like we did on our example, those three main parts. The topic sentence, the parts of the evidence, including the author, the article title, and the quoted material, and then the explanation of the evidence. So in paragraph 1, you're going to be working on that paragraph by yourself. In paragraph 2, you're going to be working on that with a partner. So go ahead and take the next 5 to 6 minutes working on paragraph 1, and then be sure to use the next 5 to 6 minutes working on paragraph 2 with a partner, helping each other identify and locate the different parts that we've talked about: the topic sentence, the evidence, and the explanation. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand. I'll be more than happy to come around and help you out if you need be. If not, go ahead and get to work, and we'll talk to you later.